What's up, folks? It's your boy Rico the Plug, theraphustle.com, and this is Real Rap with Rico the Plug. 2023, and we celebrating 50 years of hip hop. 50 years of hip hop history. Just to think, the powers that be thought that this was just a passive fad, that this was something that was going to come and go, and it was not a big deal. But now it's the biggest genre of music in the world. Think about that. After 50 years of hip hop, we are the biggest genre of music in the world. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for that, first and foremost now. Second of all, coming from the inner city, starting in New York in the inner city, in the Bronx, Cool Herc, and the Godfathers who started this thing of ours called hip hop. And it's a lot of elements to hip hop, so we gotta get that fact in there. We gotta make sure that we know that there's more than one element of hip hop. Hip hop is not just rap. You got breakdancing, you got graffiti, you got DJing, you got art. Art is a part of hip hop, especially if it's art that's influenced by the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? And when you say the hip hop culture, you're talking about the people who grew up attracted to this lifestyle, attracted to what has been presented to them from a people who have nothing. Come on, came from nothing. I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. This all started from just let's get together and let's have a good time together and entertain each other at the same time to now where we're entertaining the world and people have became billionaires who started, who came up, who were raised with this hip hop culture. And after 50 years, we are the number one genre of music, man. So let's go back. I want to go back to the beginning for me. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us are from different generations, but me, fortunately, I'm old enough to have been raised with the hip hop culture, so I can go back to the beginning. So, from the beginning for me, it started with the Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, a whole lot of other things when it comes to the rap side. You know what I'm saying? Of course, when it comes to the breakdancing side, you got the movies Breaking, you got Electric Boogaloo, which is West Coast, you know what I'm saying? You got just countless others of movies that were influenced by the hip hop culture. And breakdancing is a part of that. You got DJing, you know what I'm saying? You got movies like Juice, that was influenced by the DJing culture of hip hop and cross examined with the streets because we have to always realize that this thing did start in the streets. And it comes from the streets and it represents the streets. And I made that a point because later on you're going to understand why. So, starting off in the 70s, Bronx, New York, partying, DJing, MCing, rapping came along, Blase Skippy. My most influential artists from that time frame, from the early days of rap, would be Grandmaster Flash, because even though the Sugar Hill Gang caught my attention, it gave me another beat. You know what I'm saying? The Sugar Hill Gang gave you the beat. It gave you the hip hop, the hip hop. Yeah, don't stop. You feel me? That's where the hip hop started at when it comes to the rap. So that's where we got it from. But it was when Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five dropped the message. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the station. No, you just don't care. I can't take the noise. I can't take the smell. You know what I'm talking about. That particular song right there caught my attention the most in that era because being raised in the community, such as the one that this guy was speaking on, these guys were speaking on with this message, you know what I'm saying, junkies and all that type of stuff. Being from a project community in North Minneapolis, Glenwood Olsen community. Shout out to all my folks from there. You know, if you know, you know. I could relate to the message. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It was lyrics like that that captivated my heart, my ear, my mind, my soul. It made me want to continue listening to the music, being a part of the situation. Oh man, we used to break cardboard boxes down and spin on our heads and shoulders outside on the concrete. See, these cats don't really know about being outside. We used to be outside. You did. We used to be outside. But yeah, so Grandmaster Flash had that message that caught me, got my eyes open to hip hop in the form of verbalism. Okay, so they influenced me to want to do music, to want to do rap music, because I just can't say music because I was already into music, you know what I'm saying? I was raised off Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? When you raised off Michael Jackson, you know, everybody was trying to be Michael Jackson. Don't front and act like you never was if you from that era. Yeah, we all wanted to be Michael Jackson, but when hip hop came around, oh man, what? So the message caught my attention. It had a grittier sound. It was something more that I could relate to, and I know a lot of people in my area could relate to it also. And it also made me curious about going to New York. Like, it sounds like they got the same thing going on we got going on over here. I need to get to New York. Everybody wanted to go to New York when they heard that song. Period. If you was in that area and you say that you didn't, you're lying to yourself. You're lying. Point blank. But yeah. So fast forward, we had the message. Then a lot of artists started coming. We had Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow was dope. You know what I'm saying? Kumo D, dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him honorable mentions. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Rakim, Eric B. See, Eric B and Rakim. I'm gonna get to them, but let's get to after those. After the Grandmaster Flash, my next influential artist to come out was LL Cool J. Come on, man. You can't sit here and tell me that when LL Cool J dropped Radio, Rock the Bells. Come on, man. Messed the whole game up now. Not only did I want to rap, but I also wanted to, hey, you know what I'm saying, look good. And LL Cool J put that pretty boy stamp on the game that, you know, ladies love Cool J. And the niggas, we loved him too, man. We can't sit here and act like we didn't love LL Cool J, man. Name me one person who didn't want to be LL Cool J at that time. Put it in the comments. Let me know. One person who didn't want to be LL Cool J. And if you didn't, you come on, everybody went out, got Kangos. I don't know if I, the Gazelles, we gonna, the Gazelles is DMC. See, hold on, see, I gotta, man, there's so much going on. I gotta rewind. I forgot about Run DMC. Run DMC was the first group. They were the ones, okay, after Take it back. We run it back. After Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel, you would have to go with Run DMC. I know I'm gonna have to. Run DMC was the most influential group in hip hop, the first influential group in hip hop. You know, I'm even argue and say they was bigger than the Migos ever was or ever could be. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Do you think that who you think is more legendary and made a more of an impact on the culture from the beginning to now? And I'm gonna put this is between the Migos and Run DMC. And we can say that's a three-man group because you had Run DMC and Jam Master J, RIP JMJ. Then you got the Migos. So it's like 3 on 3. So let's say I want y'all to comment below. Let me know who y'all think is the hottest and got the most notoriety, more famous, more infamous in this hip hop game between Run DMC and the Migos. Yeah, put that in the comments. But Run DMC came through, and then you had LL Cool J. Then you had LL Cool J with Rock the Bells. You know what I'm saying? And LL had all the ladies just, like I said, LL was the guy to be, man. If you frontin', you frontin', man. Look, but who came after LL Cool J? So, and this is just my list. So, you know, there's no right or no wrong to this. It's the most influential for me within the last 50 years. Uh, who came after LL Cool J? See, now I want to get it in the right order because I don't want to have to go back. So, after LL Cool J, in my book, it would have to be Eric B. and Rakim. Or was they before? Man, see, man, look. Man, y'all, who was first? Was it LL Cool J or Rakim? Man, I ain't gonna keep going back, but Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim. Come on, man, Rakim was killing them. Rakim was killing them. Big Daddy Kane was killing them. You know what I'm saying? And then we come on, man. We gotta go with special. These are honorable mentions. I'm gonna give you some honorable mentions because I can't just skip over people like that. Like, there's so much that went on in hip hop in 50 years when it comes to these artists and this rap that this debate, this conversation can go on forever. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that we do have a legacy in this culture of ours. We do have something that we can say, this we was here for this. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, this is like our gods. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not, just say if we was in Greek mythology, if we was to tell stories about people, these are the people that we have to leave legacy, that left legacies behind for us to talk about. Like Tupac was. See, I'm ahead of myself. But anyway, let me go back. Okay. Run DMC. Okay. LL Cool J. Okay. Oh, Cool G Rap. Oh yeah. Cool G Rap, Grand Pooba. Man, the list goes on, man. I mean, and there's even female artists that we could put in there. So I can't really give you five because it would be disrespectful and very hard for me to decipher who between who when it comes to this music game. You know what I'm saying? And over 50 years, hip hop 50 years. Come on, man. 50 years. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of greats. Come on, Slick Rick. Damn. J. Rue the Damager. Oh yeah. Super Lover C. Casanova Rudd. Oh, see, now I'm speaking some languages that y'all don't know nothing about. So let me get back on track with the layman's. Okay, so after LL Cool J, I'm gonna have to go with most influential after LL Cool J would be for me. I'm gonna have to go with Tupac. Yeah, I would have to go with Tupac because we know the Tupac story well, very well. And if you don't know, do your research. But Tupac was like prophetic in tongue. He had a view of the world that needed to be exposed for other people to kind of get a glimpse or understanding of what it means to be black in America. So, had to get serious with this because, R.I.P. Pac. Pac definitely was an influential artist. Some would argue that he was the number one art, number one. And keep in mind, these are not in order from one to five. Like I'm not saying nobody's better than nobody. I'm just saying my top five. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing honorable mentions too, so you have to catch it. Top five most influential for me. Tupac was influential because he opened me up to opening up when it comes to expressing myself when it comes to music. See, before Pac came around, I was rapping and I was more braggadocious, more, you know, metaphoric, bar for bar type of situation without really exposing feelings. But Pac made it all right for you to expose your feelings on a track and speak on some things that concern not just you, but a lot of people just like yourself. So Pac was definitely influential in opening up an avenue for us as black men in America, expressing ourselves through hip hop. Like I said before, R.I.P. Pac. Let me move on. Okay, so after Pac, stuff started slowing down. But let me give you some honorable mentions between Pac, because we can't leave out Biggie. Biggie was cool for me. I'm not gonna act like I was a real big Biggie fan. I respect and understand the legacy that he has for what it is. I'm not a hater. Biggie was all right to me. He wasn't really a real big factor in my playlist or everyday life living when I listen to music, when I rolled around and did what I did in my time. So, no disrespect to Biggie, but Biggie is definitely one of them influential artists, you know what I'm saying? If I was to speak on his influence in the game, I would say his influence would be style, um, confidence, you know what I'm saying? Definitely storytelling, you know what I'm saying, was definitely a part of his repertoire, a major part of his repertoire. Like, I'm not gonna leave that out, but I think for me it was just that didn't really make me gravitate towards it because me gravitating like just like compared to back in the beginning when I said uh Sugar Hill Gang and Melly Mel Furious Five, you know what I'm saying? The messages was two different things, Sugar Hill, I've never been over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good. That was the storytelling. Then you know what I'm saying? Even though broken glass everywhere was a storytelling also it was more conducive to what I liked it to hear. So that's why, for me, Pac and Biggie was two different. If I was to describe it for me, that's how it would be for me. But no doubt, Biggie was definitely a factor. Respect, salute, R.I.P. Um, and after that, can I say Eminem? I'll just give Eminem an honorable mention, you know what I'm saying? Because he was definitely influential in, what I'm saying, and helping to open up the floodgates to the corporations when it comes to this music because You had the Nellies and things like that who were making their own clothing lines and stuff like that. That was cool. Eminem, and even though we might not think he was successful because a lot of us in our neighborhoods was probably not rocking with him like that when it come to merchandising and you know what I'm saying, getting outside of just the music. I mean, making music, but like Eminem went to XM radio, man. It really was like maybe could probably be like a pioneer in XM radio and you know what I'm saying, alternative radio stations. So salute to him for that. He's influential in you know the fact that people want to reach out and do more things with themselves besides music and clothes. You know, you know. Yeah. So Eminem, see, you know, Ice Cube definitely gotta come on, man. See, I don't know. Can I? It would probably have to be 10. It had to be 10 influential, man. This is hard. This is hard. Because, man, when you think about, come on, Scarface, when you think about all the people who you can just name in this, oh, man, this is wild. Let me think. Ooh, Ice Cube, Ice T, Corrupt, come on, Above the Law, DOC, Yo Yo, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Salt and Pepper, Kendrick Lamar, The Gang. Man, it's a whole lot of influential people in this game, man, to even really just have a only five list, but I might be off track here, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what's y'all top five influential artists, hip hop artists within the last 50 years of hip hop. It's your boy Rico the Plug, the raphustle.com. Chat. Oh, make sure you sign up for the raphustle.com, create you a page, share your music videos, create your own blogs, share them on your Facebook, share them with your Instagram followers, share them on TikTok. Share, share, share. Let's hustle together. The rap hustle, not the cap hustle. If you have videos, music, or you want to have a review or get interviewed on the rap hustle, make sure you sign up for the raphustle.com. Follow me at Rico underscore the plug on IG and also follow the platform, the Rap Hustle underscore COM on IG. And let's hustle together. Chat.